Hello everyone, it's time for the Captain Logan Show. I am Captain Logan, because it would be weird to have a show called the Captain Logan Show without a Captain Logan. And joining me, as always, is my co-host, my chat moderator, and a kid that just happens to be my son, Jayson.
Wow, really?
Good evening, everybody. Jayson, how's it going, man?
I'm all right.
Are you busy?
You
got a lot going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, with dance and school and the whole 9 yards.
Yeah. Yeah, and I want to do more, but I don't have time, and it's annoying.
Isn't that always the problem?
Yeah.
Isn't that always the way?
Yeah.
Jayson and I have been doing a lot of stuff lately with Power Rangers Heroes of the Grid, which is the Power Rangers board game from Renegade. Went for 7, if not 8 years, start to finish, and just ended with the Forever Rangers box. Or sorry, Forever Rangers was years ago. The Eternal Rangers box, and it was touch and go there for a minute because something happened with my Kickstarter pledge, and I almost didn't get one. And then I was able to find somebody that didn't want his and sold it to me. So luckily, I've got my box, and we've been trying out new content. And the big thing with the end of the game is, and I've interviewed Jonathan Ying on the program, who created that game. And he's a great guy. He and I still talk occasionally. He's awesome. And Jonathan did a really cool thing with that game that's really unusual, which is he gave us all of the resources to make our own content. And so we started making our own stuff. And we're doing a lot of crossover things.
Yeah.
Jayson and I and Freddie are each going to start working on our own kind of respective kind of big box releases.
Which one are you doing? Oh yeah, you're doing Star Trek. Right?
I'm doing Ninja Turtles.
Oh yeah, you're doing Ninja Turtles, and I'm doing X-Men. But I want to do a couple of the Star Trek things, so you can't do that all on your own.
Oh, that's fine.
And
yeah.
then Freddy's doing Sonic the Hedgehog.
I'm not even sure if Star Trek's going to be a core box kind of thing, but I wanted to make them where they would sort of stand on their own, and we could maybe add a mechanic or two. I don't know if this is going to be interesting to anybody, but I mentioned this to say we're in a big Power Rangers mood right now. And Jayson today pitched. We were trying to decide what we were going to talk about tonight. I didn't feel like there was any news major enough to do a whole. At least that I cared to talk about, to do a whole lead-in topic. And so I was like, this feels like a list week. Let's do some kind of a list. And I pitched a thing to Jayson, and I liked his idea better. So we'll do mine eventually. I'm not even going to tell you what it was. It's going to require me to do fan casting, which I'm not good at. So Jayson came up with top 10 comic book villains that would have made for great Power Rangers monsters. So imagine that these villains are conceived in the first place for Power Rangers, would they work for a whole series big bad? So not one-off monsters and not henchmen. And one of the challenges in coming up with this list for me, even though I came up with tons, I mean, I have a lot of runners-up. This is actually a really easy exercise for me, Jason. I came up with like 25 in like 20 minutes. But there were several that at first I thought this would be a good fit for Power Rangers. Then I thought that's like a Goldar before it's a Lord Zed.
Sure. My list is probably like that, but I try to make them more big bads. I think I also try to get a good mix of, like, big bads that are, like, you know, big, scary, like, you know, monster big bads, but also, like, the, you know, your Ransics and your, Ritas. That's, like, they're just people.
Yeah, take us through what you would consider the Power Ranger villain types. Like the big bads of Power Rangers.
So you have your bosses. You have your big bads. So you have Rita, Zed, whatever else, you know.
But I mean, of the big bads, because I feel like there's kind of types.
Even types in that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard because usually there's your big bad. So I think a good example of this kind of thing is Space. They also do it in SPD, where there's a big bad, which is Dark Spectre.
Yeah.
And then Astronema is your big bad, although she's not, you know, she's being mind controlled. So it's like...
it's sort of like a Thanos and then everybody under Thanos, or like a Galactus, or...
And so...
The Cosmic Supreme Beings, your dark sides.
So you have your Cosmic Supreme Beings... and then you also have your Cosmic Supreme Beings that, like, don't really show up that much, like Master Vial.
Yeah. He could have been a series big bad.
Yeah.
But he's really just somebody's uncle or grandfather.
And then you have your non-human ones.
Yes.
Like Zed, like I mean, I feel like it depends on really, like
Mesogog.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Grum. And then you have your, you know, your Ransics and your Ritas and your Astronomas.
Or even like the guy from Lost Galaxy, the big bug guy.
Yeah.
What is his name?
The big bug guy.
Yeah. The
Oh yeah.
I can't think of characters' names right now.
Trakeena's
father.
Yeah.
Is like a big blobby bug guy.
I think of him as a big bad.
Yes, but the show sets him up like he's going to be their Lord Zed.
Yeah.
And then it kind of turns around where it becomes Trakeena. She's awesome, by the way.
Trakeena, yeah.
That actress should have been Astronema. She's so good.
She was the best character in Power Rangers Legacy Wars.
Oh, really?
When I played that. That was my favorite.
I don't remember playing as her very much when we were doing that.
I played as, yeah.
Archie Godzilla, King Mondo.
Yeah.
Scorpius,
yeah.
Yes.
And
then robots.
Yeah.
That's almost its own category.
I would put that in the same category as Zed and
You think so?
Where they're not. Yeah.
Because they're not really human looking.
Yeah.
But some of them are not even humanoid, which kind of puts it into a different category. Like Machine Empire, like sort of humanoid.
Yeah.
But then you you have stuff like RPM's Big Bad.
Yeah.
Which help me out.
Venjix.
Thank you.
Which isn't humanoid until you get to Final Venjix.
Who starts? Yeah, because he starts as an AI,
and then it's the same thing with Evox.
And then he becomes like a. Does he become like a snake guy? Oh no, that's the villain in Beast Morphers who then turns out to spoiler alert turns out to be a form of Venjix. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wanted to break that down because I'm with you. I also tried to find things that fit all of those categories.
Yeah.
Or at least most of them.
Yeah.
Well, we will get into our lists here in a little bit. At first, as always, I just want to say welcome. Thanks for watching the program. We're going to go for a full 2 hours as we always do. And in the second half, we will take your questions on whatever you would like to talk about within reason in the geeky, universe. It can be about comics, superhero stuff, sci-fi, TV, whatever you want to talk about. These days, I tend to go to a lot more kind of retro-y things than current stuff, but whatever you want to talk about, if there's any news that we didn't think to bring up tonight that you want to pick our brain about, you feel free to bring that up. And as always, you can leave a super chat, any dollar amount, that guarantees that I will answer your question or talk about your idea. And you can leave a regular comment with a question also, and we'll answer as many of those as we can get to. Make sure to tag Jayson there, at Jayson. Put a Y in there, or he'll think you're talking to some other Jayson.
Mm-hmm.
And a quick plug for Patreon, patreon.com/geekvolution. Just the $2 tier lets you put in a Patreon question every month for this show, and we will answer all of them. We ask that you just put one in. We open the show every time with a Patreon question, and then we'll get the rest of them in the second half sporadically throughout the month. Jayson, what is our... Sorry, what were you going to say?
It's really weird because I was talking with some friends, and we were talking about how I don't look like a Jayson without a Y, but I look like a Jayson with a Y.
What does that mean?
Well, like, you know how you look at someone's face and then sometimes they don't add up to the name?
That's true, but this comes down to spellings?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't look like a Jayson without a Y.
You know, Freddy doesn't look like a Freddy with an IE.
You know. But I've gotten this multiple times in multiple classes where everyone thinks I look like a Zach. I don't know where that comes from, but...
You look like a Zach.
Yeah.
I can't see it.
I see it, but it's weird that it's happened multiple times.
I like the idea that you could have been any Mighty Morphin Power Ranger that's male. I like that
so
idea. That like you could have been a Billy, a Zach, or a Jayson.
I don't know if I don't know if Billy. Really,
I don't know about Billy. Yeah.
Maybe Tommy.
Tommy? Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, there's other Ranger names you could have, but then again, there were like 30 years of Power Rangers.
Right.
So most male names, male American names you can think of show up in that show.
I don't look like a Leo.
Like, there's a Mike.
There's a Mike. Yeah.
We didn't do a Matt until the comics.
No.
That seemed right there. It's how's there not a Matthew in Power Rangers, but we finally got one. And he was a big deal as second Green Ranger. He's in the board game.
Yeah.
Matthew Cook. It's a good, solid Power Ranger name.
Yeah.
Just generic enough for Power Rangers. Absolutely.
And I think a really good sounding Mighty Morphin name.
Yeah.
Like, specifically.
559 says, how can a person look like a name? Well, I mean, I think we've all experienced this phenomenon where we'll meet a person where, like, you don't seem to fit the name, or like that's the name you have is the perfect name for you, or you hear someone's name that you only hear their voice like on a podcast or radio or something, and then you meet them and you're like, oh, you don't really seem like a Jeff or a William or a you know,
you don't seem like a Captain Logan.
Petunia, you know, whatever it is.
Okay, 2 days.
That name only goes with 65-year-old British women.
What, Petunia?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the thing, is there are some names that are only fit for 65-year-old women, and that's it.
Yeah. Or people with particular accents, or...
Yeah.
Anyway. Well, why don't you go ahead and throw us a Patreon question? I don't even know what we're talking about now.
So today's Patreon question comes from Victor. Who do you think would do a better job, Sam Raimi directing a DCU Batman movie, or Christopher Nolan directing a Spider-Man movie with full creative freedom?
Oh, the first one all day long.
Yeah.
Sam Raimi on Batman all day long. And that's an easy no-brainer for me.
Scarecrow?
For two reasons. Scarecrow.
Yeah, I feel like he would make a really good Scarecrow.
Well, the main reason I'm saying that is because of Darkman. I mean, he's he kind of already did his Batman adjacent thing. Like, obviously that's not a Batman character exactly, and that's more of a monster movie than it is a superhero movie, but it's also got a lot of street-level crime. And it's got a soundtrack by Danny Elfman, who's just doing the 89 thing, and it's the first movie, and it's funny because that's being made, like, just after 89 is going into production, so it couldn't have even been influenced by it, really, except maybe a little bit in post-production. I don't know. It comes out a year after. But that's the first superhero or superhero-adjacent movie, because it's not based on comics, that feels like it's in the zeitgeist of Batman that will permeate through the 90s. And obviously Sam Raimi was even influenced some by 89 and his own, doing some of the same stuff he was doing with Darkman with his Spider-Man. But still, obviously, a really different thing. I honestly can. This isn't me Nolan bashing. I'm not the biggest Nolan fan in the world. I like some of his work. I dislike some of his work. Obviously, I'm a huge Batman Begins guy, and I like Dark Knight quite a bit. Also, beyond that, the rest of his stuff for me is just okay. Like his entire catalog, I'm like, yeah, it's like most everything is fine. I don't actually care for this at all. So I'm one of those contrarians when it comes to Christopher Nolan. I am really curious to see what in the world he'll do with the Odyssey, and if that works out. I hope it does. I hope he can do that kind of thing. It's neat to see him branch out and try all these different things. I mean, like, to be fair, it is neat the way he is stretch his career, where he'll make a science fiction movie and then he'll make a war movie set in a particular period of history, almost a biopic kind of thing, and then he'll do even a different sort of science fiction thing. Arguably, I guess Christopher Nolan has maybe made more science fiction movies than anything else, right? You got like Interstellar, and is that what that's called?
Is that the Nolan?
His like space movie.
I mean, I know that Interstellar is a movie.
Yeah, is that?
I've never seen it.
Is that his space movie?
Sure.
I haven't seen that since the theater. And then you've got I don't know, names of things are not coming to me tonight. His like Dreamscape movie. But then like he starts with Memento, which is a high concept thing, but is not a science fiction or a fantasy piece. But it's going to be neat to see him just do straight up, fantasy.
You know what I've never seen?
But I can't. But real quick, to that point, I don't really see him with Spider-Man.
No, and that's what Tyler said. Is I don't even know what a Nolan Spider-Man would look like.
I just don't see him getting into the mind of a teenager, especially at this point in his career. And that's if you think about it, that's a thing that he's never really touched. Inception is the movie I was trying to think of. And I liked that in the theater. People were obsessed with it. Like I felt like at the time obnoxiously so I've never gone back to it. I only saw it the one time.
That's him?
But I did like it. Yeah.
Oh.
Your mom's been begging me to put that on for the family. And I will do it at some point. It's long, and we just haven't had a night to put it in. But
you know what I've never seen?
What's that?
Has nothing to do with anything.
Yeah.
I've never seen Birdman.
You should. You know what? Now's a good time.
I was thinking about.
Birdman. I think you'd really enjoy that movie.
We were actually talking about that in my music class.
But I would also be curious to see what you think of that ending, because I think it kind of falls apart at the end, and the movie is so good that it doesn't completely ruin it, but it maybe sort of does. Like ruins the narrative because it just breaks the whole fiction, but it doesn't ruin my experience all told.
We were talking about that in my music history class because it's different because it has just drums.
Yes, and it's a ostensible oneer, but they cheat to do it. But
that's cool.
Are you aware of that?
I did not know that.
Yeah, the entire movie is one long shot. It's a facade of a shot, but they do a cool job with it. Like, I'm not even complaining that they cheat with it. They have to.
Yeah, could you imagine that? Like,
I think that's probably been done before, but it would have to be like a one-room drama.
Yeah.
That movie does have to go to some place. It's mostly in one big building, but it does go outside and it goes places.
Is there a hallway fight?
I don't think there's a hallway fight, but there's some physical stuff in that movie. It has the best, and there's more than one of these. There are contenders, but it has the best Michael Keaton F's up a room scene.
Really?
Oh, it's great.
He does a lot of that.
Yeah. He's throwing papers all over the place, and he's yanking phone cords out of the wall. Like, it's wonderful. I want to show you that, and I want to show you. I'm sorry, what were you gonna say?
You know what movie has the best oneer? Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh yeah.
Where it ends a song and then it goes out of the window and then it goes down and it goes to do another song.
No.
What?
No, very impressive.
Like, what? I think you have my reaction to that.
Oh, on camera.
On camera, where I'm like,
because
is this still going?
It's kind of neat
Wait,
that we
it's still
filmed that.
going.
Yeah, because we both ended up really loving that movie. But yeah, I don't see. Sorry. I was just gonna say, yeah, I want to show you. This is not here nor there, but I want to show you that movie, and I want to show you, what's the? I just can't think of names of movies today. The movie about the, guy trying to be a perfect drummer.
Yeah, I want to watch that too.
Because I know you want to see that.
I do want to see that.
I've seen that the one time.
Whiplash.
Whiplash, thank you. God, I couldn't think of it. Whiplash. But anyway, I don't know about Nolan making a high school drama. He's never done that. That's one of the few things that I don't think he's really broached that I can think of, and it seems like a thing that maybe he's avoided. Where like he clearly doesn't really like writing female characters because he knows he's not great at that, and so like he has women in his movies. You know, you kind of have to. It's hard to come up with great movies with no women in them at all, especially commercial things where you need a love interest or you need somebody's parents or whatever. And so he ends up with women that sometimes sound kind of stiff and don't really seem like real people. And then not a lot of teenagers, not a lot of children even, if you think about it.
Which is interesting because he's going to work with Tom Holland, or he is working with Tom Holland.
Well, yeah, but Tom Holland's like 30 now.
Yeah,
so,
but it is interesting that we're talking about that.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Oppenheimer I liked.
Did you?
I mean, there's things I don't like about that movie, but all told,
okay.
I thought it was decent. It's a little overwrought. The sound design is obnoxious.
What I heard was the sound design is obnoxious.
It is.
There's too many sex scenes, and
well, that's true. And it didn't need to be that non-linear, probably.
And it's
but
really long. That's what I heard. That's all I heard.
Yeah, you know who's amazing in that though? Downey.
Is he in that?
Yeah, he's really good at. Yeah, he's really good in that.
Oh. Well, and I really like what's his face that is the lead in that.
Yeah, well,
28 Days Later.
Yeah, and it's cool that he got a starring role like that, and in something that was so huge.
Yeah. No, I really like that.
Cillian Murphy.
Yeah.
Oh, and I need to show you. I mean, it's rough. I almost don't even know if I should wait a couple more years before I show it to you, but because I know you saw the first 28 Days Later, that sequel's dynamite. I've not seen the new one yet. That's in the theater.
I really want to watch the new one because it has my favorite Radiohead song in it.
I will probably end up having to wait until it comes out on video, or on streaming, because I've had a hard time. That second one has some incredible photography. And I mean, 28 Days Later did too. 28 Years Later has some insane, sweeping locale shots.
Sorry, I forgot that.
What's that?
You were talking about, because I thought you were talking about Weeks Later for a minute, and I was like, oh.
No. I'm sorry. I say that second one because Weeks doesn't count.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, it doesn't.
But that one's been excised from continuity.
Yeah.
It doesn't actually. Weeks is okay, but it doesn't count. I'm not sure how much that's even completely contradicted by 28 Years Later. It must be in some ways that I'm not even thinking about. But yeah, there's this thing with a land bridge. That's one of the coolest shots I've ever seen. I don't even know how they got it. But yeah, I gotta show you that. It's
okay. So
Daniver says Bone Temple is great. Nicholas Bodo says Bone Temple is awesome. Okay, because I have heard divisive things about it. Nicholas Bodo, yours is one of the best looking horror movies of the last decade. Yeah, and I mean, I haven't watched a whole lot of horror, but it's one of the neatest looking things I've seen myself in a long time in any genre. Alex Barron, there aren't that many sex scenes. The sex scenes are just bad. Okay, well, look, if you have a couple of awful things in a movie and that's not what you came there to see, it might feel like there's more of them than there are.
Sure, yeah.
Like, that can happen.
Yeah. Because you're not going to Oppenheimer for the sex scenes, I feel like.
Okay, if Nolan were to make a Spider-Man movie, because the answer to that question was really easy to me, but I want to give it its due, what would the pitch be? Like, what would be the Spider-Man movie for him to handle?
Is it old Spider-Man? I don't know.
Oh, that's interesting. Well, the first thing I would say is don't have him in high school, and maybe don't even have him in college.
Yeah.
Have Nolan do the 30-something Spider-Man that's married to Mary Jane.
And do Lizard.
Lizard or Kraven.
Yeah.
Because I know Kraven Last Hunt is the obvious thing to go to for like darker and more violent Spider-Man, but that's probably the thing. I could see him making that, but I could also see Raimi making that.
Or Morbius. If you want to get crazy.
Or Morbius, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Everybody makes fun of that character now, but just go back to the comics, like a serious comic Morbius. Yeah, absolutely. No, I can maybe see it. Well, let's go on to our lead-in topic. Let's do our Power Rangers list. So this is a list not of Power Rangers villains, but of villains that maybe could have been in another universe Power Rangers villains. So just put on your what if hat and imagine, if you will, that this character is conceptualized. The inception, as it were, of this character is for a live-action Power Rangers series that is either making up its own villain, or this could have been a Japanese Sentai
And then also, we need to think about, for each one, what season would be the best fit for each of these.
Yeah. So
Which we haven't thought about yet.
No, we're going to have that conversation. But you replace the villain of that series with this Marvel or DC or independent comic book character.
Or just what team you think would go the best against. Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. Okay, you want to go first?
Sure.
Okay, what is your number 10?
My number 10 is Poison Ivy.
Poison Ivy is my number 9.
Okay.
I had her there
Number
too.
9.
So one of the first things I did with this is I went, who are the women? Because Power Rangers has a lot of female big bads, and it's an unusual property in how often they go to lady bad guys. Sometimes several seasons in a row. Has this occurred to you? Mighty Morphin's got Rita Repulsa.
Yep.
And then we go to Zed, and then we bring Rita back. And then Zeo is Machine Empire, but it has a female villain in it, if you think about it. It's almost like some of this is because of the Sentai footage they had, but it's almost like they went, well, we had Rita and Zed in third season, so now we're going to replace them with another evil power couple. That's kind of funny. But for standalone female villains, you've already got two series in. And then, so you've got one season so far out of 4 seasons that doesn't have a female bad guy, right? And then you go to Turbo, and that's a female villain. And then Space is a female villain with Astronema, and then Lost Galaxy is a female villain, and I don't know what Lightspeed Rescue has.
Rescue has a female. Vipra is like...
Oh, Vipra, that's right.
Not the main villain.
And they just put her in the board game.
I wish she was.
She looks fun to paint.
Yeah.
She's in the board game now.
Not a great actress, but I do like her character design a lot.
I've never really watched that show.
It's a really... Okay.
Yeah, people love it. But...
At some point, I will show you, like, the big 2-parter from that, and then you can watch some other episodes if you want. But...
Okay, so why did... You brought this up first. Why did you place Poison Ivy on the list?
Because she has a theme.
Yes.
And I think she's like big enough of a deal that I feel like she could be a big bad. I feel like she's not she's not a henchman kind of character.
You want a villain that you can see doing machinations in the background, but that at some point could have a big epic fight with your Power Rangers. Yeah. And you want, in her case, that's a villain where you can see her making her own monsters really easily. And Poison Ivy makes monsters. Like, she makes these big plant monsters. But she easily could take any organic thing from the earth and make a big scary monster out of it. Oh, we got trees this week. Oh, we got we got a hedge maze monster. Like, there's all kinds of different, like, plant things you could do. But you could even maybe take that further and be like, she's able to control animals. Yeah. Like, Poison Ivy doesn't do that, but you could see a Power Rangers version of it doing that. And Poison Ivy is one of the characters that they reinvented for Immortal Legend Batman.
Oh, yeah.
But they gender swapped it and made her male, which is weird.
Yeah.
That was kind of strange.
That is strange.
And it seemed like almost a blend of Poison Ivy and the Floronic Man. I thought maybe that was what they were doing with that. But yeah, Poison Ivy I could see easily being a series big bad. Maybe you should have even been higher on my list, honestly.
Dana versus...
Oh, sorry.
Queen Banshira is the lead, is the main villain of Lightspeed Rescue, so that's also...
Oh! There's another few of it. So we're talking 4 or 5 seasons in a row?
4 in a row, yeah. And then Time Force has Rancic.
What's the series for Poison Ivy?
I almost want to say Lightspeed Rescue.
Yeah.
They've got, like, firefighters and stuff.
My first thought was a Wild Force or a Jungle Fury, so you could have, like, an animals versus plant thing. You make it all nature.
Yeah. Wild Force over Jungle Fury. I feel like Jungle Fury is weird because they like never go to the jungle. Like,
yeah, sure.
Wild Force, they're like in.
And we'll probably bring up a lot of the same series for some of these, but I could also like I think she would work well in several series because I could also see her in Mystic Force.
Yep. I have a very specific Mystic Force villain.
Okay, with the kind of Celtic,
I can see that. Yeah.
Woods thing. You know, you could see, like random monsters coming out of the woods in that show.
Mystic Force has some really good lore.
I need to finally look at that.
It's one of those series where it has really good lore, and the rest of it is kind of not great, but yeah.
Nicholas Bodo, yeah, Immortal Legend ended today. That came out. I just went to the comic shop and grabbed it. I haven't read it yet, but I hope that ending is great. I'll be surprised if Higgins doesn't stick the landing on that. It's been a great series. And I want to put those characters in the board game for our made-up stuff. Because I think it'd be a really good fit, because it's Power Ranger Batman.
Yeah.
Jayson, my number 10 is Mr. Sinister.
Is he on your list? I have him on my runners-up.
Runners-up, yeah. He almost didn't make my list, but I bumped somebody for him.
Wow.
Because there's a lot of big, what's the word? Charismatic Power Ranger villains with flowing capes, and scary, smiley guys are great for Power Rangers.
Yeah, that's true.
So I like that. I just like the presence he has.
Yeah.
And he's good for a throne. And you want somebody that looks good sitting on a big chair.
Yeah.
A lot of this is going to be sort of superficial, but and then you think of some of the wilder plots we've done in the comics with him, like in the early 2010s when he had like a bunch of Mr. Sinisters that he created, and there was like a big giant Sinister head, and I can see doing all of that in Power Rangers.
Yeah.
And I could see the Foot Soldiers being just like generic looking Mr. Sinisters.
Yeah. Honestly, I can see that for third season Power Rangers or Mighty Morphin.
Why third season?
That's when they started doing some weird stuff.
Yeah, I could also see it for... Well, I was going to say Dino Thunder, but it's not dinosaur themed. But hear me out. He's a genetic manipulator.
Yeah.
And so you could see him coming in... I'm making a plot when I say this. You wouldn't see somebody like Sinister as the big bad in the first place. At some point, you have somebody scarier even than Mesogog come in and steal Mesogog's stuff, and then have a different genetic engineering plot. Something like that. But yeah, that is probably a Mighty Morphin villain before it's anything.
Yeah.
Because I see him as still kind of... Maybe he could be a space villain, but I see him as more of a celestial villain.
Yeah. I can see that.
When I say space, I just mean a show set in space, not necessarily in space, but could be that.
But he seems like one of those creepy Japanese Super Sentai.
He looks very inspired by
I mean?
that kind of stuff, and Nicholas Bodo is right. He says he's wonderfully campy and creepy.
Yeah.
And he's not always played campy, but he looks like he could be kind of campy. And I don't know, anything that harkens back to like a Dracula sort of look, I think is pretty good for that. Yeah, you could see that design in a Sentai where we've got to dub over it. And like, gee, I wonder what he said in the first place.
Yeah.
Like, you could really see that. Okay, what is your number 9?
My number 9 is Toyman.
Interesting.
I think...
I didn't think of that. Which version? Because like a regular human-looking Toyman? Oh, okay, all right. Do tell.
Again, he has a theme.
Okay.
And I have no idea what, but he can be the monster maker.
He makes toys,
you know.
Right, but that's why I would think of him, and I didn't even think of that, but I would think of him more as a Finster or something. I don't know if he's a big bad.
No, but I think he's definitely campy enough to be.
It could still be scary enough. Like there's scary Toymans.
Yeah. I don't know exactly what you do with it, but
what's the show? Zeo?
Yeah. I think so.
I like
Turbo, honestly.
Or Turbo. I like the idea of a villain. This is a fun topic. I'm glad you brought this up. I like the idea of a villain
Or Ninja Steel.
that turns toys. Yeah, because Ninja Steel's such a jokey season.
Yeah.
I like the idea of a villain that makes toys into monsters. Because there's literally nothing you couldn't do with Sentai footage, if it was a Sentai, where you couldn't say this thing started as a toy.
Right.
And now it's anything. Oh, it's an action figure.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a toy, you know. It came from a board game. It get like anything.
And then your number 9 was Poison Ivy.
Yes. So you go ahead and go to your 8.
So my number 8 is the Lizard.
Oh, sure. I didn't have that.
He's
but
just a Messigog.
Oh yeah,
So-
sure. Because that's a good point. You got a monster, lab coat that's trying to turn other people into lizards.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. I mean, and
He's gonna.
so Dino Thunder is my pick, but
he's Dino Thunder. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's trying to improve on the human race.
Yeah.
By making us more resilient and making it possible for us to regrow our limbs.
Yeah.
And all of that.
Yeah.
It's a brilliant idea. Not as planned, but you're making him a big bad. Yeah, I could absolutely see that. Another villain that you could see being somebody's henchman just as well.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
my number 8 is Mysterio.
Mysterio.
Is he on your list?
I may have him.
He's perfect for a Power Rangers villain because he looks goofy in the first place, and we've done great, creepy, scary stuff with Mysterio. But Spider-Man makes fun of him all the time because he's low-hanging fruit. He's easily made funnable. He's got a big fishbowl for a head, and I wanted to include at least a couple of characters that wouldn't require a moving mouth. Because there's a lot of that in Power Rangers. It could be anybody in the suit. Like Lord Zed is this way.
Yeah.
There's a ton of Power Rangers villains that are just a guy in a suit.
Yeah.
And then you overdub over it after that. And like you said, with some of your picks already, he also sort of has a theme.
Yeah.
Where the idea of a big bad that creates illusions in Power Rangers is a good idea. There'd be another good foil for Mystic Force.
Yep.
I could also see him in some
I could also
version of Mighty
see
Morphin.
him for Ninja Steel.
Oh, okay.
I
don't know what else.
And I don't know. He'd be really good for Power Rangers. I don't know exactly what show.
Which show? Yeah.
Again, Mighty Morphin.
That's what I said.
So, my number 7 is Mysterio.
Oh, awesome! You had him really close to mine.
Uh-huh.
Godzilla said Mysterio is more like a VR Trooper villain to me.
Okay.
Well, I don't really know what their villains are like, but I thought those were all more kind of like technology themed kinds of villains.
I don't know. I've seen a couple episodes of that. I really liked what I saw of it, but it's been so long.
It's goofy, that show.
It's better than Big Bad Beetleborgs, though.
My number 7, because and this is sometimes my answer to everything. I go to this a lot when we're talking about Superman villains, but part of it's just because I really
Brainiac.
like the look. No, Brainiac, he wound up in my runners up. I almost used him. But
Doomsday?
Brainiac, I feel like almost just has too iconic of a look. Where like yes, he could have been created for Power Rangers in the first place, but I'm having a hard time disassociating Krypton from Brainiac. I guess is part of it, but also he's in some ways like too similar to Avengix or something. So he wound up in my runners up. I bumped him for somebody else. But no, I went for Silver Banshee.
Oh, okay.
Sure. Because Power Rangers loves its horror-themed villains, or horror-esque themed villains, and we like skull heads.
Yeah.
Or things that are similar to skulls. So I wanted to go to that, and I was looking for more female villains. And so I wanted that. And we have a lot of magic-based villains in Power Rangers. And so, once again, she could go really anywhere. I like her for seasons set in space. And again, a lot of this seems like it would go well with Mystic Force, but that's another one. I'm not even a Mystic Force guy, and a lot of this just seems kind of natural for that show.
Yeah.
But I'm pegging her for like a Lost Galaxy or something.
Yeah. I think yeah, I like that idea. Number 6. My number 6 is Apocalypse.
Yeah, and I didn't go to him because I went to Mr. Sinister instead.
Yeah.
But
I didn't have him on my list for a real long time, and then I'm
he
like,
sounds like a Power Rangers villain.
yeah,
in
that's
the
my
90s show.
Yeah, that's what I.
And also
that's
Saban, and so like there's already some DNA in both. It feels like, but yeah.
But imagine the Horsemen in Power Rangers. That would be crazy.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Because you're right. He's got his built-in henchman already. That's a Mighty Morphin villain.
Yes, it is.
That's a Mighty Morphin movie villain.
Yeah.
If you could have had something like him in, I mean, I like Ivan Ooze, but like in place of an Ivan Ooze, which is funny because everybody called Apocalypse Ivan Ooze.
Yeah.
Maybe that's part of why I'm thinking of that. I don't know, but
yeah,
grand epic kind of villain.
Yeah.
And what's fun about him is we're talking a little bit about the way you would have to reinvent some of these characters. You don't have to do anything at all with Apocalypse.
Right.
You don't change the design. You bring that exact voice in from the show. You have him talk like just as over the top and theatrical and like faux Shakespearean. I give him the exact same motivation.
Oh, and Tyler says he could turn Rangers into Horsemen.
Ooh, that's good. Yeah, because it's also good to have villains that could give you an evil Green Ranger.
Yeah. Yep.
Somebody earlier asked if we ever had a villain that was a Ranger, like that was the big bad, kind of with Jared.
Kind of.
Kind of. In Jungle Fury, I think, right?
Yeah. He has a suit.
Okay.
I like it. He morphs, but it doesn't look like a Ranger.
There are a lot of evil Rangers, but very few of them are big bads until you get to the comics. And then we do it a lot, of course, with Draken and stuff. But the closest you get in the shows is retroactive with Astronema, who becomes a Ranger the next season.
Yeah.
But we don't really have like a Ranger that is then the main bad guy of the show. You get things like Beast Morphers, where you have a couple of evil Rangers that were like supposed to be Rangers and then get brainwashed at the start of the show.
Yep.
But they're more henchmen characters.
They are, and they suck. But they're one of the worst things about the show. And they make them good guys, and then they don't even make them Power Rangers. Like, okay, like they suck, and they get nothing to do.
I should have had Apocalypse on my list. You're the more we're talking about it, you're so right about that. It's just spot on.
But Cosmic Fury also gets close, because you have the Blue Ranger who becomes a bad guy.
I forgot about the evil Dino Charge Blue.
He's Dino Fury Blue.
Or Dino Fury Blue. Sorry.
He's the big.
There's too many Dino shows, you guys.
Big bad, but he's a bad for like, but he's a bad throughout the season. So
I can't remember. Does he work for Zed, or is he like his own entity in that?
No, I think he's like mind controlled by Zed.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
It's been too long. I couldn't remember. My number 6 is also an X-Men villain. And I know I said I didn't go for Apocalypse because I had Sinister, but this is a different kind of X-Men villain. Mojo.
Yeah. I mean, you're right. I don't want to admit it.
You don't like Mojo?
I hate Mojo.
Oh, sorry. I knocked record.
He also, yeah, I think, I don't know what, I mean.
That's a Neil Saban villain.
Yeah.
So he would go in a Dino Charge, and I think part of why I'm saying that is because I was thinking of the reality show premise, the game show premise.
Oh, yeah, from
of Dino Charge of
Ninja Steel. Sorry.
Ninja Steel. For a second I thought, no, is it not Dino Charge?
Dino Charge is the one that's set in the.
Oh, that's right. It's the next show. Yeah. Yeah, I like the first half of the first season for Ninja Steel.
I don't like any of Ninja Steel, but
I've
seen it.
I liked it as it was on.
Yeah, I just think it's some of the worst. I don't know. I didn't like the.
I mean, most of this. I mean, for
like
Neil Saban, most of that stuff I don't like.
No, I think Mojo is
the best show
more
of that.
of a monster of a week.
The best show of that era is Beast Morphers, hands down.
Yes,
until you
yes,
get to
yes.
Cosmic Fury, and I know most people don't like Cosmic. I don't know what they're talking about.
No,
I think
Beast
it's
Morphers
quite
is better
good.
than Cosmic Fury, but Cosmic Fury is a really good last season.
I've got my biases
And
because
it's better than Dino Fury, because Dino Fury is... I don't know how they went from that.
I don't either. And then like they do almost all their own footage, and it's way better.
Yeah.
It's really strange. But anyway, so you think he's more of like a one-off villain?
Yeah. That's what I'm
Like a monster of the week?
Yeah.
No, I see him as...
Like one of the special monster of the weeks.
having his machinations the whole time. And also, like you said, he's got a theme. So he's got a TV theme.
Yeah.
And he's attacking the Rangers for ratings. And then every episode, his monster is based on a galactic TV show where he takes someone that he's enslaved to be in reality TV, and he forces them to go fight the Rangers. Come on, it's right there.
I think
you make it like a fighting game. You make it like an underground fight club thing, but the whole season.
Yeah. Well, also the thing is, you said Neo Saban, and I think I really agree with that, because a lot of the Neo Saban big bads they don't seem like big bads. They seem like one-off monsters.
I agree with that, but I also don't think Mojo seems like a one-off monster.
So maybe, yeah.
But when you wouldn't even fight him, and he's a slug that sits in a chair, like...
Yeah. Right. Yeah, yeah.
Like, how's he a one-off monster? You wouldn't even fight him.
I think he's like...
He's the brains of the organization. And also, he's got his own built-in henchman, because he's got the multi-armed chick, what is her name? She's in one of the Capcom fighters.
Oh.
I know her name, and I can't think of it. She does this a lot.
Don't remember.
I can't think of it. But you know what I'm talking about.
I do.
Spiral. No. Spiral? Starts with an S. It's kind of like... Somebody will tell me. I think it might be it. It's something like that.
Okay.
She's weird looking. RJ Godzilla. It's Spiral. Yeah, I nailed it. And more people are confirming it than just the one. RJ Godzilla says Mojo sucks, but he honestly would be good in any Sentai series turned American series. VR Troopers, Masked Rider, Power Rangers, even Beetleborgs. I gotta show you some Beetleborgs.
I've seen Beetleborgs.
Oh, have you? Is it great?
No.
Okay, we're halfway there. What is your number 5?
My number 5 is Shuma Garath.
See, that's a one-off monster before it's a big bad.
No, it's not.
How does that work?
So that's Mystic Force. That's your Mystic Force.
You think so?
Yep. And it's
Could I see the same thing with Starro? Because
we're getting there.
Because I almost used Starro, and then I decided I want the big bad of a show, even if the mouth doesn't move, to be somebody that has talking scenes. And these are characters that... Does he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
I thought.
I don't know a lot about that character. I didn't think he did. I thought he was more like a Starro. Like, he's not really...
I know Starro doesn't talk.
Yeah.
And we're getting there. But, I don't know. I like what Shuma Garath looks like, and I think Shuma Garath really looks like a Power Ranger something.
No, I agree.
I wanted him to be in here.
I agree, but I don't see him as the big bad. If anything, both of those characters feel like they would be either big, scary one-off monsters, or your big cosmic big bads, like we were talking about earlier, like one of those.
Yes, Shuma Garath is capable of speech.
Okay.
And frequently communicates, often using booming, ominous dialogue.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but I think it's telepathic, isn't it?
That's cool.
Okay, I mean, I guess you could do that. I guess you could have a telepathic... I don't think we ever did that. Where, like, your big bad only speaks in thought.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's my number 5.
Okay.
I
don't mean to fight your picks.
No.
But I do think that would almost work better
be
as like a Dark Spectre or something.
That would be one of... Yeah, and we're getting to that kind of territory where it's like... I didn't know how to really...
You went grander and grander?
I was like... Some
I
of
will
these
say...
are big bads, and some of these are more...
I will say, to be fair, my top 2 could also be that. If you wanted him to be.
My number 4 and my number 2
Big,
are
powerful.
Big, powerful, and my number 1 is very much not. And
oh, awesome. Just a guy? Your number 1 is just some dude in a chair?
No. My number 3 is...
I can't wait.
Well,
I can't wait.
Actually...
All right, we'll get there. We'll get there.
So you're number 5.
My number 5 is the Thor villain Hela.
Okay. Interesting.
Because she's got a big jagged headpiece that's very, very Power Rangers. And I feel like it was hard not to just stack this with hell-themed villains. Like, anybody that is from the underworld or seems like an underworld-type character seemed just perfect for Power Rangers to me. Like, Mephisto is in my runners-up. I seriously considered that.
Okay.
Because any of those kind of characters, I think fit wonderfully well.
Yeah.
And also, when Ragnarok came out, I said she looks like a Power Rangers villain. So I felt like I had to put her here on this list, and like give me a similar performance to that. Mm-hmm. It's kind of perfect for Power Rangers.
So is that why Thor Ragnarok? Is that why you don't like Thor Ragnarok? Because it feels like a Power Rangers movie?
No, I wish it was a better Power Rangers movie. Like, I don't even love it for a Power Rangers movie.
Wow.
And that's not to give Hella or that actress too much crap with that movie. That was one of the things that worked a little bit better than some other stuff, I thought. But I'm just saying, I think it would be kind of perfect for Power Rangers. Which is the point. What is your number 4? Oh, Dormammu. That's not a bad.
Dormammu is
not a bad call, RJ Godzilla. I didn't have him on my list.
Number 4 is Darkseid.
I felt like Darkseid was just almost too obvious.
I had to have him on here. That's why.
But
that's my reasoning.
You're not
is
wrong.
He's obvious.
Yeah, some of the like quintessential, archetypal kinds of villains, I had a hard time listing because it felt like some of them were probably too influential. Mm-hmm. So like, I didn't include Thanos because it's kind of right there.
I do think Apocalypse maybe is better than Darkseid.
I think so too. Well, Darkseid would be one of your just no fun at all kinds of Power Rangers villains.
You could make him fun. I feel like, yeah.
Well, at that point, you might as well have Thanos. Because Thanos is like happy fun Darkseid.
I thought Darkseid was a better pick than Galactus, and I was in between those two. So I was like, I don't know. So I picked Darkseid. It was also, I think Anti-Monitor was another one that I was thinking about.
That's great.
I was like,
that's great.
One of the big...
Too big. These characters are too big for... Because you gotta come up with somebody that could be menacing for 40 episodes.
Yeah.
And, like, keep sending monsters down. And...
Yeah. That's why maybe Galactus would be better.
Well, the problem with the Galactus, though, is you're like, why is it taking you so many episodes to eat the damn planet?
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah.
But he's got a built-in Goldar and Silver Surfer, or any of the heralds you might want to use. Mm-hmm. So there's that. But although it is kind of a funny Power Rangers premise, I kind of like the idea, and like he has a theme too. His theme is "Eat the Planet," and I kind of like the idea that every week he sends monsters to try to prepare the Earth to be eaten, and he's defeated every time, and he can't just come down and eat the planet, because like he's constantly trying to get his technology in the Earth and like his tendrils in and stuff, and like you just can't do it. So every week, and it's like, why does Galactus sit around for a week and not do anything? Because that's the formula of the show. That's why. He's got to regroup. It takes a lot of energy to make these. You know what? You've sold me on Galactus. He's not even on our lists.
I think number 4 is every big comic, big looking guy that is really big.
Just all of those.
Yeah, all of those.
Like a Celestial.
Yeah.
Goofster 1, 2, 3. Silver Surfer could be a 6 Ranger too.
Okay, I'm changing my Darkseid for Galactus.
Yeah, I think that's right. I think that's absolutely right. Now, Galactus has a lot of lieutenants that would work really well for henchmen, right? You get a Desaad in there. Mm-hmm. You get I forget who else, but there's a lot of kind of fourth world characters.
Oh, that's funny because
Despero.
I had Darkseid already in my runners up, and I think I had Galactus, and then I switched them out for Doomsday, and then
for Doomsday,
or not Doomsday, Darkseid.
Is Doomsday in there?
No, not in my list. In my runners up.
The idea of Doomsday as a like talking big bad is so funny
hilarious.
To me.
Yeah.
Well, and there are examples of this. Did you know that Justice League, the DCAU, the Bruce Timm verse, Did you know that because Bruce Timm famously is not a fan of Death of Superman and didn't really want to do that story, but it was so popular they felt like they had to do something with it. Mm-hmm. So they do two separate things. They do a Doomsday thing, and then I think it's a different episode where they sort of do or maybe it's related, but they sort of do a Death of Superman where he winds up on another planet.
That's the best episode of that show.
It's so good.
It's so good.
But do you remember what they do with Darkseid or with Doomsday?
I don't think so.
He shows up on Earth and he's like sophisticated and perfectly eloquent and talks all Shakespearean, and then he gets lobotomized and turns into comic book Doomsday. It's really funny.
Interesting.
Yeah. So give him that voice as a Power Rangers villain. It'd be wonderful. Okay, are we at 4?
4.
My number 4, and I'm actually a little surprised if you didn't include this because of your love for Green Lantern.
I didn't do Atrocitus.
Did you think about it? Atrocitus. It's right there.
So he's not campy enough.
Oh, you could make Atrocitus campy.
Yeah.
That would be like, look, if you take one look at Lord Zed, he doesn't seem campy.
Sure.
Like, the look of that is not campy. You play him campy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Atrocitus is very much in the Lord Zed vein, where it's like, what is the most...
And he has a cute cat, so...
What is... Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you have... What is that? Dexter, yeah. I almost said that, but then I hesitated. I always worry I'm wrong about that one. But anyway, you have your, like, evil Bond villain with his cat, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you do it with Atrocitus. And, like, if Atrocitus had been... This is such a weird conversation, but if Atrocitus had been conceptualized as a Power Rangers villain, that design would be how badass and scary can we get where we almost give the kids nightmares.
Yeah.
That's why it works.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And again, he's got a theme.
Yep.
So you got the rage thing. And then the way he makes monsters is he goes to people on Earth that are angry. Mm-hmm. And then he transforms them into monsters.
I could see him for Jungle Fury.
Daniverse, that's not Atrocitus in the thumbnail. That's Lord Zed.
Fighting Omega Red.
That's Power Rangers art. Omega Red, not to be confused with Power Rangers Omega Red or Omega Red. Oh, I'm sorry. You're saying the thumbnail
has
the
Omega
Red
Red
Omega Ranger, not to be confused with
Omega
Red.
It's not on my list. I'm just saying that. Making it clear that
I do have to say though, a Russian big bad would be really funny.
Yeah.
So you got to give me Atrocitus. You still think he's too scary for Power Rangers?
I think he's too scary. Maybe a Disney era.
You just play him properly. Well, yeah, like Mesogog's pretty scary.
He is. He's very.
Mesogog's not that far away from an Atrocitus.
Yeah.
I mean, they're very different in motivation and stuff. But
my top 3 is just the weirdest thing ever. I don't know what I'm doing, but
I can't wait.
So,
oh no, that's fine, Daniverse. He says it reminded me of Atrocitus for some reason. I saw Lord Zed too. Yeah, he's Lord Zed.
Okay, my number 3.
It would have been cool though if I found some fan art that was.
Lord Zed.
No, that was Atrocitus versus Red Omega Ranger. That's pretty freaking cool.
Okay, my number 3.
Yeah.
Is Chairface Chippendale.
That's maybe a bridge too far. I would have loved to have. I always wanted to see an attempt at live action Chairface. Mm-hmm. And back in the day, I really thought the Warburton show might get nuts enough to try it, and then it never happened. Mm-hmm. And even the Amazon show didn't get to it. And if they had done it, it probably would have been CG. Like, I doubt seriously if we would have gotten a physical chair on a head. I don't even know how you'd do it. But that sounds like the kind of thing that a Sentai would try.
Yeah, yes it does. That's why I thought of it.
And what's fun about it is, if you don't know the Tick, and you only know Power Rangers or a Super Sentai, you might look at that and go, that just looks like a Monster of the Week.
Yeah.
How's that your big villain?
No, but he's got like a suit, so like.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, that's true. That's true too.
And I think he would be good for like Mighty Morphin.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mighty Morphin or Turbo or something.
Yeah.
But it would have been fun to have a Power Rangers series that had a villain that was basically just a gangster.
Yeah.
Because I don't think we ever did that.
No.
And you do an Earth-based Power Ranger villain. Like, I guess there are Power Ranger villains that...
Oh, man.
Are there Power Ranger villains that are actually on Earth the whole time that aren't somewhere else? Because usually you're on a spaceship, or you're on the moon, or you're in a submarine, or
you're somewhere else in time.
Although I guess Divatox is on Earth because she's under the water. I'm an idiot, but she's
then
not
you get to Lightspeed
on
Rescue, and I think they're on Earth, and then the Rangers are underwater.
Oh, that's weird.
It's been so long. I gotta watch that show again. Because that was one of my favorites.
RJ Godzilla says Tick villains are Power Ranger villains. I don't disagree with that. Wink, wink. My number 3, though, is Mystique.
Yeah, I don't see that.
You don't see that?
No.
I totally do. You take the comic look,
Uh-huh.
and I don't even know if she would... Well, it would be cool if she had her power. Because you could have a villain that at any point can show up on Earth and mess around with the Rangers and they don't know it's her.
And I think having
that's
her
kind of a fun idea.
Mysterio on the same list is kind of... But I don't know.
Why? What do they have to do with each other?
Mysterio turns into things.
Mysterio is more about... No, that's more chameleon. Like
Sure.
Mysterio isn't so much about morphing into other people or trying to make you think that he's other people. He's about making illusions that make it harder to get to him.
Mm-hmm.
He's not really using that to be a shapeshifter.
Mm-hmm.
So no, she's really my only shapeshifter. But I stand by it. I think in the same way as
with the comic suit, yeah.
In the same way as the comic suit. Because in the same, although Power Rangers did have overly sexy looking women, so the idea that an early Power Ranger series wouldn't have gone almost as far as X-Men movie Mystique, no, they would have.
Yeah.
But in the same vein as a Mr. Sinister, because her suit also in design looks a little bit like manga and anime inspired.
Yeah.
To me, and remember, she's got
she would.
Remember early
she would
Mystique?
be
She's got like the
Sentai kind of.
She's got like a skull on her forehead.
Yeah, the skull thing. Yeah,
and stuff like she seems like potentially a Power Ranger villain to me. Tyler Zia says I could see Mystique and Destiny could work.
Destiny.
I don't remember what Destiny is. That rings a bell. Madame Mask. I did think of that, but did not make my list. What is your number 2?
My number 2 is Starro.
Yeah. Okay. He's too grand. How do you use him week to week?
He's the most. Yeah, you don't.
Okay. The problem with Starro is he's not creating a variety of monsters.
No.
It's just the tiny
but
Starros.
It's the most Power Rangers thing. I don't know.
Sure, as a big monster for one episode, or as your Dark Spectre.
I think as a Dark Spectre, and I think...
Absolutely. But that wasn't the exercise.
I know it wasn't, but
No, you're alright.
Yeah.
No, I thought about him. I mean, he's on my runner-up, but okay. I bumped him because I realized he was too big.
Yeah.
My number 2, I don't think you can argue with. And it would be hilarious to see it attempted in live action, but Sentai would have been nuts enough to do this. This is your giant puppet man.
Oh.
My number 2 is Thrakkerzog.
Okay. He's on my runners-up.
Thrakkerzog's perfect as a big bad villain.
Yeah.
And that's another character, you use him just as is. He's from another dimension, he's trying to take over our dimension, he talks about eating brains, he's got a tongue that talks. The tongue could be played almost as its own henchman.
Yeah.
They could argue about stuff. It'd be a lot of fun.
Fury.
Really?
Yeah.
Thrakkerzog's from the Tick, for anybody that doesn't know. He's in the cartoon show, he's the giant green monster from Dimension 14B.
Would you do the pink?
Yes. That'd be the way to do it for Power Rangers. That's what I was going to say, is in the Ben Edlund comics, he is pink.
Yeah. I think that makes sense.
He starts that way.
Yeah.
And he's creepier looking in pink.
Yeah. Well, because isn't that the cliffhanger for season 2 of The Tick? Where...
Yeah, of Amazon
pink,
Tick.
And he's really creepy.
No, they don't show him.
They don't?
No, you unfortunately, you just I think you get a glimpse of him in silhouette. There's a dimensional rift and you see him in the rift. The whole season, it's like there's this interdimensional thing, something's in it, and then he screams his own name for no reason other than so that I can squeal as a Tick fanboy. And he goes, Thrakozog. And I freaked out. I don't know if you remember when we watched it. We had a party for it, and we had several people over. We were all watching it, and I just lost my mind. And then immediately after that, I went, wait a minute. Why would you say your own name? It's really sad we didn't get to see it.
And then months later, you go, wait a minute. It's canceled.
Yeah, I got so excited about that as a cliffhanger, and
man.
then it was done. So sad.
Okay, my number one.
Yeah.
Can you even make a guess?
No, I'm not sure where you're going. I wonder, is it a
my
Batman
number-
villain? Is it a Spider-Man villain?
Nope, it's not Marvel or DC.
Ooh, is it? Okay, it might be mine. I wonder if it's mine then.
I don't know.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, my number one is Violator.
My number one is Malbolgia.
Okay. Okay.
Now, here's why Malbolgia over Violator.
Sure.
Violator is your lieutenant. Violator is your Goldar.
Sure.
Because there are a lot of henchmen that do in Power Rangers that do this kind of thing where they'll like a Elsa. Where they have a form. Well, I guess she doesn't have a different form, but they'll pretend to be something else.
Yeah.
You know, that sort of thing. That's a very henchman kind of idea.
Sure.
Now, you could do that with a big bad where, like, he's a clown for the whole season, and then finally he grows into a
But I
giant
also think
Violator.
Malbolgia could be more of a Dark Spectre, and Clown could be, like... Because he's Clown most of the time.
That's true,
That's what you
but
do.
what I like about Malbolgia as a Power Rangers villain, as a big bad, is you cut to him and his mouth doesn't move, and like the movie, and you can put whatever dialogue you want to in there, and.
Sure.
But you're right. He is like Dark Spectre in that way, because that's what we did with Dark Spectre. Dark Spectre's just like, and then he's got a voice.
So, I think Clown is very much a turbo character.
Sure.
And then he turns into Violator, and it's the most insane thing ever.
Well, I kind of like the idea that maybe you're selling me on this.
But he only does it like a few times. It turns into Violator.
See, I can see it both ways, because
at the very end, he makes himself grow, and then he's a huge Violator.
Yeah. But I like the idea that he's usually the clown, and you just got a guy in clown makeup.
Yeah.
And then every now and again, you spend some of your budget and you do a Megazord fight against Violator. I kind of like that. What I like about Malbolgia, if you've got a little bit more budget to work with, of course, is he's got several Flabiac brothers.
Yeah.
You know, and so he's got like he's got like a group of Violator type characters.
I don't know if we really did hell in Power Rangers.
No,
like we did,
but we did a lot of lava-y
things. Of that kind of thing with Jungle Fury and stuff like that.
That's true. I keep wanting to go to hell.
Yeah.
Thomas Lowe says Dark Spectre is basically Malbolgia. No, you guys are probably right.
But to be fair, I also picked things that are basically just Dark Spectre, so
yeah,
that
but
was a lot.
It's really funny. We both went to Spawn
for our number one. Yeah. So runners up.
Yeah, I mean, I had a million of them. But
yeah, me too. Let's
read them down real quick, and then we'll go to break. We're already past our first hour, so we'll have a shorter, it won't be a whole half, but we'll have a shorter second part of the show tonight. Yeah, part two.
We'll go,
let's
back
go
and forth.
Back and forth real quick. Go ahead.
So, Malbolgia.
Cygor.
The Riddler.
Although Cygor is more of a, maybe more of a henchman type. The Riddler.
Yeah.
I can see it.
He also has a theme, and he was on my list for a real long time.
Especially if he's more like the Batman Forever version, where he's got like the box.
Yeah.
Ego the Living Planet, but more of a Dark Spectre type.
Yeah. Mad Hatter.
I said Mephisto already. Mad Hatter is interesting. So I'll give my other Batman character as a Black Mask.
Okay. I thought about Black Mask. I thought that would be hilarious.
Yeah.
But I didn't.
Especially if it's patterned off of the Under the Red Hood version.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay, Mr. Freeze.
I had that too. MODOK.
I thought about MODOK.
And then I decided he was probably also more of a henchman type character,
Yeah,
and he was just too similar to Mojo to also have on the list. I had them both there for a while.
I have Sandman.
Oh, that makes more of like a big one-off monster though.
Yeah,
I think Killer Frost.
Okay, the Shredder.
Okay. That's the thing is we've already seen him with Power Rangers.
Right.
In comics. Killer Frost is also maybe more of a lieutenant type character though. Mongol.
What is that from?
I think I mentioned earlier. Mongol is a Superman villain. He's a cosmic Superman villain.
Thacker Zog.
Oh, you had Thacker Zog too. I guess you said that. Arnim Zola.
Okay. Oh man, no, no, that's my new number one.
Isn't that right?
Yeah.
Isn't that correct? And you can do him either way. He could either be the head and the stomach, or he could be in a computer like he is in Winter Soldier.
No. Oh man. Because that's like RPM. Like,
yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay, that's my new number one.
I won him over on one.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Mr. Sinister.
Yeah. This was on and off my list. The Ghost Rider villain Blackheart.
Oh, yeah.
He's pretty Power Rangers, he
is. I should have thought of that.
I did have Brainiac here, but I decided he was just kind of too iconic.
And okay.
What else do you have?
Doomsday.
Doomsday. That's so funny. That's really funny. I wouldn't have thought of that just because he's lobotomized.
Yeah.
Hardak.
Okay.
Hardak, who would just be Vengeance.
Yeah. This isn't as much of a big bad, I feel like, but Juggernaut.
Oh, sure.
He seems more like a one-off or a henchman.
Yeah, or a henchman. Like Juggernaut could kind of be your Zeltrax.
Yeah.
You know, every episode he's fighting, you know, like your Wolverine or your Black Ranger or something.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, I had more.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
I think I read all mine.
Okay. Thanos.
Yep.
Red Skull.
I had that too.
Okay.
I skipped it because I thought we were done. But yes, Red Skull I had on my list.
And then Ultron.
Oh, sure. But Ultron has the problem of he would just make a bunch more Ultrons.
Yeah.
But the Ultrons could be your putties. Like his duplicates. Well, that was fun.
Yeah, that was fun.
All right, everybody, we're going to go ahead and take a 4-minute break. We'll be right back here in just a few minutes, and we'll go to Jason's segment. He's going
to... how I felt about, because you didn't watch it.
He's going to review the second season of Fallout.
Yeah.
So join us for that. We'll do some Q&A if you guys want to talk about anything. And then we've got an amusing final segment that's going to be kind of on the spot. We'll see how it goes. We'll see you guys in just a little bit. part 2 of tonight's Captain Logan show, and now it's time for Jason's Next Generation segment, and Jason's going to review the second season of Fallout.
Yeah.
So I've not watched any of the show at all. This has been a big thing for Jason.
Yeah.
How many episodes was it?
8.
Okay.
Yeah, so I thought it was a 9-episode season, and so I thought it was finishing this week, because I hadn't watched the last episode yet, because I had stuff, and it... So basically, the show started the second season. I think the first season all dropped all together, and then the second season they did weekly, every Wednesday from December to now.
I'm really surprised both seasons weren't that way.
And
because that's more the model these days.
I think they need to go back to dropping it all at once, because
Is it too decompressed?
yeah.
Oh, really?
I think. I wasn't like I was super excited, like, oh man, what's gonna happen, but at the same time it felt less like things were happening because of that.
So does it feel like an 8-episode movie, or does it actually feel like a TV show? I mean, I'm sorry, an 8-hour movie.
I would say it feels like a TV show.
Oh, but it does still feel like a TV. Okay, that's good.
But just a really, really convoluted one. Okay.
Ain't that always the way? Is it better or worse than the first season?
I'm going to say it's worse than the first season.
Okay.
I was a little disappointed overall.
Oh, no. You seemed excited week to week.
And I said, with the first season, I had, like, a couple gripes with it, but overall I really liked it.
Yeah.
I had some problems with the second season.
Okay. All right. Do tell.
So, and this will be none to minor spoilers. Okay. Because it just ended. So,
was it today or yesterday?
Last week.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. You said that because you said you thought.
I thought another one
would
come out today,
right.
But
I got you.
So, basically, I'm not gonna give too many spoilers for season 1 either, but they start following the antagonist to New Vegas because it was revealed that this person that we thought was good is actually a bad guy and blew up a city, and now they're trying to catch him, and he's going to New Vegas.
Oh no.
And his whole plan is it's messed up. He basically has these little devices that he puts in the back of people's necks, and they they become good people. And he's gonna like cure the wasteland by making everybody's minds like free of bad things.
Oh, interesting.
And
but like it kind of takes away their free will.
Yeah. And so
that's good plot.
And so that's the whole thing.
It's good villain plot.
And so but it's really funny because the whole first half of the season is him testing it on different creatures and stuff, and because if it doesn't work, then the person's head gets blown off. And so,
of course.
And so there are just these long shots of him cycling in this bike and getting a lizard or something, and then coming back, and then he puts it on him on the lizard, and then or on the person, and then the camera turns away from the window, and then blood splatters onto the window, and then it turns back, and he's like, "Oh man," I'm like, "What is happening?"
Oh my god.
So I thought.
So is he the kind of villain that thinks that he's doing the right thing for people?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, that's basically
he's taking away our humanity by trying to cure it.
That's the main plot, is they're trying to stop him from doing that.
Okay.
So I'm going to start with some good things. Has a really good first scene because it's like, oh man, it's been some time since the first season, and I think
how much of a time skip is it?
It hasn't been that much time in universe.
Oh, okay.
But it's cool because you start immediately at one of the big locations in New Vegas, So you're like, oh man, it's that place, and Lucy, who's the main character, is on top of it, and that's cool. And she's like shooting people, but she's from, the vaults, where so she doesn't like to kill people, right? And so she's like trying not to aim for their heads, right? And so I really liked that, and I think the first episode was, got me set for oh, this is gonna be a better season than it ended up being.
Oh,
but,
no. So they just couldn't stick the landing with that plot, or?
So okay, I'm gonna.
Is it
I'm
too
gonna talk
stretched
about
thin?
I'm gonna talk about the main thing that I don't like.
Oh, I'm sorry. You said you had good things too, but
I'm gonna talk about the main thing that I don't like,
Yeah.
and then I'll get to some good things.
okay.
There are just too many subplots with characters I don't care about,
Oh.
and with characters that I don't know why anyone would care about. So basically, my understanding of the show is it has three main characters. There's Lucy, who comes from a vault, and her whole thing is she's in the real world for the first time, and she has to try to get accustomed to that. And then there's Maximus, who was raised in the outside world, and he's this soldier guy. And then you have the ghoul, who's over 200 years old, and he's a ghoul. And so that's the three main characters, and then there should be a little bit with the other characters, but they're side characters. But you spend so much time with the side characters, and I don't like it.
That's the modern streaming model.
Especially the vault stuff. I don't.
This sounds like
any of those
Netflix Marvel
characters.
10 years ago.
Yeah.
Where it's I just don't care that much about Jareth Hogarth, or whatever her name is. Stop it.
And yeah, the main characters don't get any screen time together. They don't get a lot together, or as much as I'd like. And
Is it
it
the
makes
Heroes thing where they all come together by the end, or are they just splintered the whole time?
They the two main characters that aren't the ghoul come together for about 15 seconds. So that's great. Yeah, exactly. Goofster says Lucy's brother's plot is when he would zone out, and I agree. Yeah. And then also the girl with the eye patch. I don't like her at all. Okay, so I think this season has a really great use of Fallout lore, and it maybe does it better than the first Fallout season. The first season of this show, because it gives us some cool things like the Death Claw and stuff. That's oh man, I know that, and it looks really good. And then I would say the best part of the whole season is the ghoul. I think he gets a lot of really cool stuff to do, and he has a really good speech towards the beginning of the season where he's talking to his dog, and it's really sad. And his whole thing throughout the season is he's trying to find his family, who is he has been stored in cryostasis for 200 years.
Oh,
He's
wow.
trying to set them free. And that bad guy, wait, no, he doesn't have him. I think he's supposed to have him. There's so much going on.
He's I don't even know what's happening.
And it's week to week, so I'm forgetting what's happening.
Sure.
I probably should have watched through it again before reviewing it.
You've written papers in between, and
yeah, exactly.
that's always the tough thing about trying to review a whole season of TV when it's finished. Is I always want to sit down and rewatch the whole thing, and you just don't always have time to do it.
Yeah. If you don't know, Macaulay Culkin's in this.
I was going to ask you, how is he?
He's really good, and
He doesn't get enough to do, right?
so he doesn't get a lot to do, but
Does he come back toward the end?
yes, he does.
Oh, cool.
And he's gonna be a main character in the third season.
Oh, awesome. They're setting him up for that.
Because I'll tell you later.
Okay.
There's a spoiler thing in the last episode. That's awesome.
Okay.
So the whole thing is he's part of this
So they're not gonna
Roman Empire.
They're not wasting the casting.
thing.
Because you seemed worried they were wasting the casting.
Yeah, because he just
You're why
does
is he
nothing.
here?
And then I will say, it's making me excited for the next season, because I think like I like where they're going. I can't tell you what's.
So you think they can turn it around? You don't
maybe,
think it'll keep falling like a lot of shows do?
Yeah. Also, it still has great music choice. That's
all the jazz stuff.
Yeah, all of the
like 20s, 30s jazz stuff.
Yeah.
Is that mostly what they're using?
Yeah, it's mostly like 40s, 50s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because it's in a. Well, it's so confusing because it's a future.
Yeah.
Of a retrofuturism.
Yeah.
Because it's 219 years after a retrofuturism that looks like the 60s. So that's what, yeah.
So being in New Vegas, do they do anything cool with casinos?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. There's, I'm pretty sure, actually, the cryostasis stuff, I think that's in a casino.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken. Because the one of the other main bad guys who is set up in a flashback as like the main bad guy of the flashbacks, and I'll talk about that in a minute. Because I'm not.
That does sound convoluted.
Because here's the thing.
There's a whole other bad guy plot.
No, there's subplots.
Uh-huh.
Not in flashbacks, and then there's flashbacks, and there's subplots within the flashbacks.
Oh no.
And it's like, and they'll just cut to flashbacks, like randomly, and you're like, oh yeah, I guess I'm 219 years before now.
And you're doing it week to week.
Yeah, and so I'm like, whoa. But the best thing about New Vegas, and this is a minor spoiler, but it's the coolest thing in the whole show, so I have to say it.
Yeah.
I've told you this, but Lucy, there's a whole episode. It's really funny where she's on drugs and she's just like become okay with killing people because she's on these drugs, and so she just starts shooting a bunch of feral ghouls that are old Elvis impersonators.
You did talk about that.
And it's the funniest thing ever. So yeah, I really didn't feel like we got enough done overall, even though we have so many like things going on. We didn't.
But it's unfocused.
Yeah. And there were flashbacks in the first season. There are too many flashbacks. And too many character reveals in flashbacks. And what I mean by that is what they'll do. And they did this like 5 times. I'm like, I think I'm over exaggerating, but that might be the number. Where you've been following this character in the present 219 years later after the fallout. And then you get to a flashback, and then you realize, oh man, that character is actually over 200 years old, and that character shows up in a flashback, and that's how you get it. And it happens every time, like so many times.
Oh, so you do that as like the turn the page character reveal?
Yeah. So I'm like,
so you're expecting it the whole time.
So you're actually 200 years old, and you're 200 years old. So, okay, like, okay.
So you probably get to where you're anticipating it.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, who's 200 years old now? Or who, from the flashbacks, is 200 years old now? Because that happens too.
Oh, yeah, because then we'll meet them later and do another character reveal. Mm-hmm. So that probably happens more than 5 times.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
But yeah, so overall, it was not as good as the first season. I'm still flipping green. But... I was a little bit disappointed.
I'm sorry,
because
I mean, it sounds like it was fun to be had.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm excited to see what they do with some things.
But Penguin, it wasn't.
No. Yeah. Well,
that seems to be your gold standard now.
Yeah. I think if you liked the first season, you will like the second season, but there will be things that you will probably have problems with, like I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I also just like the Wasteland stuff better than the Vault stuff, and they spent so much time in the vaults, and I'm like, get us out of the vaults.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Well, hopefully they really nail the third season.
Yeah. I don't even know what that's supposed to be, like, based off of, even. Like,
Yeah, what's the main game?
yeah. Well,
Well,
have to look that up.
good review, man.
Thanks.
Now we're going to open it up for Q&A. We've got another half an hour on the show, so whatever folks would like to talk about, anything is game, and if we don't see a whole lot in the way of questions, we'll go back to Patreon, we'll do one or two there, and then we can get to our last segment at any time, because we could do 5 minutes of that, or we could do 20 minutes of that.
Yeah.
Pretty easily, and hopefully amusing things will happen with that. We're gonna try an experiment tonight.
Yeah.
And see how that goes. We're going to go back to a segment. I used to do a scripted segment on the show years ago that we're going to try kind of off the cuff in the moment.
Yeah.
And the first time I did it was actually also in the moment, but we're going to bring that back. And I'll tell you what it is when we get to the end of the show. So, yeah, why don't you... I think we had one super chat from earlier, if you want to go ahead and throw that at us.
We have a $2 super chat from Senior Six.
Thanks, Senior Sticks.
Senior Sticks says, could a Green Ranger prequel revive Power Rangers?
A Green Ranger prequel? Why would it be a prequel?
No idea. But...
I mean, if he's talking about, like, do... you know, something with a Altarian team, like, set, you know, hundreds or thousands of years earlier than Mighty Morphin, probably not. That, like, I don't think that would be very accessible to a wider audience if you're talking about for, like, television or movies. That's a thing I wouldn't mind seeing in comics. You know, because even with the origin for Zoran and Zed that we did in the comics, I don't think we've really done, maybe I missed something somewhere because I haven't read everything, but I don't think we've done, like, the first Ranger team, where it's like, what exactly does that look like?
Yeah.
Like, the first people that, because we do stuff with the Morphin Masters and and like their heralds or whatever they're called, but we don't I can't remember what those are called, but I don't think we ever do, like, what's the first group of people that tap into the Morphin grid and make coins and morphers and turn into Power Rangers? Mm-hmm. You could do something with that, maybe.
Yeah.
Be sort of like a, you know...
Was it not the 60s team? The 69 team? Was that not the first one?
No, because you would have had Rangers, like, from thousands of years before that.
Sure, yeah.
Like, Zoran,
I wasn't sure why
Zoran clearly knew how to tap into the grid.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a command center
already
built.
Yeah,
So, no, it's not
why
that.
they focused on that team.
What do you mean?
Like, I don't know, like...
Well, it's because Grace Sterling's still around. They were doing that as a flashback to establish her character and why she's still around, you know, like, in her 60s or whatever. 60s or 70s. And it was also to establish Zoran's kind of moral ambiguity.
Tyler says the book about the first Rangers is right behind you.
Oh, is that what that is? I've not actually read those.
I haven't read those.
Yeah, the Power Ranger Universe books. Good. Well, then I'll read that, and then I'll know. Yeah, I didn't know that. I'm very behind.
Yeah.
I have collected these more than I've read them. And I mean, I've read a bunch of the main book, and Go-Go, but... Thanks, Tyler. I'm glad you said that.
Questions.
Yeah, go ahead.
We have a Patreon question from... Sorry.
I might read that tonight.
We have a Patreon question from Justin Hayes.
Okay.
Are you planning on reviewing Batman Revolution?
Yeah, I just haven't had time to read. So he's talking about the new John Jackson Miller book. He's read both of them now and said nice things about the new one. That's the Batman 89, like, just after the first movie stuff. And I've reviewed the first book. I liked it quite a bit, but I was excited to get kind of past, you know, Joker Aftermath stuff. And excited to see what his version of the Riddler is. I've read the first, like, 3 chapters. I just haven't gotten very far in. But So it'll be like the first book where it will have been out for quite a while by the time I finally talk about it. But I will probably do some long-winded hour-and-a-half stream talking about that book. So look forward to that. I can't promise when I'll get to it, but I'll try to do that soon.
And then we have...
Tyler said he just finished that book last night.
And then we have...
How was it? Did you like it? No spoilers.
Patreon question about X-Men. And it's from Elliot Slater. And Elliot Slater asks, would you want X-Men 97 to adapt the Hickman run / Krakoa era?
No. Sorry, I really wouldn't, honestly.
When is that?
When is what?
What era is that?
Like
year what?
7 or 8 years ago.
Oh.
Like it's really recent. That's the Jonathan Hickman stuff.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it might be okay if they. I was gonna say if they grab pieces of it. I don't really want to see that. Honestly, I would rather 97 stick to more 90s stuff that they hadn't gotten to.
I agree.
Like 80s and 90s stuff. And if they run out of big things they really want to adapt, then go to early 2000s. But I think the problem is that... Sure, but the problem... Well, I don't know what Season 2 is going to do. And I don't need that show to be on for 6 years. But the problem with going beyond that is that Morrison kind of... a lot of people feel like Morrison kind of broke the X-Men with his run, where he just went so far off from the initial premise. And I've not read his whole run, but like he brings in Cassandra Nova and all of that stuff.
Oh, okay.
And we actually did her in some comics based on the 90s cartoon like 10 years ago. And that stuff is okay, but it has a little bit of the same problem that Spider-Man 94 does, although it's much, much better written than that, which is just, it doesn't look like that show. It doesn't really feel that much like that show. But like, you know, it's that team, it's those characters, like, it's fun. But I feel a little funky about getting too far into the 2000s and beyond with that, because it just isn't the same thing at some point. And I feel like its focus is real different. It just gets kind of too far away from the standard, like, you know, we're in the school trying to make the world a better place, and you know, humans hate us and fear us and all of that, and becomes a lot more about how do we isolate ourselves and make our own kind of sovereign nation. And I don't really need X-Men 97 to do a ton of that. You know, like, that's... I mean, Magneto's already done that. Like...
Yeah.
You know, but I wouldn't really want a whole season where Professor X himself decides, yes, I was wrong, this is not going to work out. Like, it's okay for, of course, for him to have a lot of, like, inner conflict about it.
Yeah.
But for him to just straight... It was interesting in the comics, but I don't know if I want that version of Xavier to straight up say, nah, Magneto was more right than I was. And let's, you know, not try to coexist with humans, and let's go off on our own, like we really are a completely separate subspecies. And I've never liked that. Like, I always feel like the X-Men cartoon version of Xavier, and really just the comics at that point, don't really play it as much like the X-Men themselves think of themselves as a completely other species apart from human. I've talked about this before, but I've never liked that take with the X-Men.
Yeah. No, I agree. And I didn't even know they did that, but I don't want to.
That's what Krakoa is.
Okay.
Is they go off and they make their own nation state.
Yeah, no, I don't want to.
And we've done variations of that before, but that was the most extreme version of it.
Weird.
Tyler says he liked Batman Revolution. Braden, most X-Men stuff are too aware of the movies as well. I think I agree with that. RJ Godzilla, I hate Morrison's X-Men run so much. I prefer Whedon's Astonishing run. Yeah, from what I've read, I probably agree with that. The Astonishing stuff, Jayson, is where you get the Cure plot that's in X-Men 3.
Oh, okay.
That's where that comes from. But then they stupidly, of course, sandwich it with Dark Phoenix and just do both of those things at the same time.
Let's see. We got a really good question, pre-written question, from Daniverse. Which show's second season was a marked improvement over the first?
Just of any show?
I have lots.
Well, TNG comes to mind.
TNG. Any
Smallville to some degree. The second season was a bit better than the first. I don't think I would say it with Angel. I think Angel's first season is as good or better than the second.
So Lost has this.
What else? Buffy has it.
Yeah, Lost.
I don't agree with Lost, but
really?
I mean, I like the second season a lot, but a lot of my favorite episodes are the first season.
Yeah, I think the second.
They're almost not comparable, which is kind of neat. Where the second season is a lot more serialized.
Yeah.
That first season is a lot more about individual character pieces establishing characters.
And then
the second is we found this bunker. What do we do with this weird countdown thing that's maybe gonna blow up the island?
Yeah. And then that's cool.
Yeah.
And then Ben.
And then Ben. Well, that's true. Sure.
Okay. I have to talk about something real quick because you know how I was talking about how Ben from Lost is in Fallout Season 1 and he dies like almost immediately. And then it's so funny. We get to a he's one of them. He's one of the where we're in a flashback, and then the guy who turns into a ghoul gets in an elevator, and Ben from Lost is randomly there, and then he gets 20 seconds of screen time, and then he's never seen again.
Seriously?
And I'm like, wait, you're 200 years old now too?
Well, look, Michael Emerson has 19 other shows to go make. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
He's got other things to do.
Yeah, I think Buffy's and then animated X-Men.
Say again.
Animated X-Men has.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a lot of really good stuff in first season. But yes, you're right.
I like all the world, like, globe-trotting stuff in second season, and how they there's a lot less. It's more episodic.
There aren't a lot of modern shows that have this. Like, more often you have a really great, solid first season, and then it kind of all goes downhill from there.
Yeah.
I'm sure there are exceptions I'm not thinking of, but, like, House of Cards comes to mind. Stuff like that. Paradise is about to come back.
Really?
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
Man,
but I'm also worried that
I'm gonna finish that show.
It will have a rough go of beating out that first season.
Yeah.
Because it's really good. I kind of wish we would just make miniseries now.
And Amazon Tick.
Amazon Tick has a much better first season than second. Yes.
I couldn't.
No, second season is fun, but it's massively compromised.
Okay.
The first season is a much more tightly woven story. It's much less compromised as far as the resources to make the show. Edlund's budget was slashed at the 11th hour before they started filming, and he was forced to go back and rewrite the entire season so he could afford to make it.
Wow.
And you can tell. So I mean, he did the best he could.
Yeah.
But it's much more meandery because of that, and less action driven. Because they just couldn't do some of the big action stuff they did in the first season. And so it weirdly starts to feel like almost some blend of what that first season was in the Patrick Warburton show, where it's a little bit more sitcom-y.
What about Heroes?
You know, all the stuff about, like, the lobster and all that?
Yeah, the lobster.
Well, Heroes is one of the best examples of a show that should only have had a first season and never gone any farther.
Yeah.
There is not a Marvel show, Netflix and beyond, that has a better second season than the first. Every single one of them.
Yeah.
It either isn't quite as good or is god-awful by the second season. All of them.
24?
Yeah, 24 has a better second season. And 24 is one of those weird shows where it kind of jumps around. Some seasons are better than others. It kind of helps that they're all kind of conceptualized as one really long movie, each of them, and you can almost watch them without watching any of the rest of it.
That's one of those shows
to some
where
degree.
The fifth season is the best, right?
The fifth season is spectacular.
I feel like that's a lot of shows.
President Logan, you got to watch that.
Yeah,
it's so good. This is a great question, by the way.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of other shows. You know, I've still never finished...
Okay, great. Better Call Saul is that way, too. No, you're absolutely right.
I've never seen all of Season 2 Enterprise. I've seen all of Season 1, and I've seen all of Season 3 and 4.
And I think Season 2 of Enterprise is probably overall on par with one. It's got probably a few more, like, less boring episodes.
Well, Trip doesn't get pregnant, so...
That's true. That's true.
Up.
That was unexpected.
Yeah.
Just see what I did there.
Do you think
every Star Trek show has a better second season than the first, with the possible exception of TOS, where they're just on par? Like, there are as many good second season episodes as first, I think, probably, for TOS.
Do you think Geek Evolution had a better second year than the first year?
Well, we made more stuff. You can't even really think of Geek Evolution as being in seasons in that way, because we started our first year. We started in August, so I mean, like a season for the channel is, I guess, August to August before it's January to January.
Yeah. So,
or at least at the start. I mean, once you get to stuff like Spawn Year, I started trying to do whole year-long projects.
Yeah.
But
I mean, honestly, I would split Spawn Year into 2 seasons.
Yeah.
You split it
Which
at
is so
200.
weird because it's supposed to be a year.
Yeah, you split it at 200.
No, it feels like 2 shows.
Yeah. Cause
well, you have a big status.
You have a cliffhanger.
You have a big status quo shift.
Yeah.
Where once you go from the graveyard to the alleyway,
yeah,
and then I'm becoming Spawn, and then like it has a whole supporting cast that the first half doesn't have.
And second season's better.
It is. No, well, actually, that's true. I'm glad I pulled that off, though.
Yeah.
The second season's kind of. There's probably more variety and stuff that's reviewed in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
Is most of or all of the Curse of the Spawn stuff in the graveyard? Because that's the worst stuff in the show. That's like really hard to sit through. And I think once you get to the alleyway, there's a lot more Dark Ages Spawn, which I'm probably the only person on the planet that really cared about, but I thought that was kind of decent. We talked about this last night, but
sorry.
This for some reason this came up on the show last
wasn't
night,
there.
But,
So.
no, I know you were. RJ Godzilla, Gotham Season 2 is crazier than Season 1. Does that count? Yes, because they at least decide what it is, but that show broke me at that point. From what I've seen, Krypton second season is better than the first because it's less convoluted and it has a really good Lobo. But I've only seen the first, 3 episodes of that.
Is a Lobo?
Yeah,
what?
No, he's great.
Awesome.
He's great. And I'm sure Momo will do a better job.
I've never seen
he's perfect for that. But
a single episode of Krypton.
Oh, we're gonna do it.
We gotta do a.
We gotta do it.
We gotta do a stream.
You wanna do a watch party for it?
Yeah, let's do it.
That'd be weird because nobody would be able to stream it with us. It's not. It's not anywhere. Yeah.
Oh.
It used to be on. Back in the day when we had DC Universe, it was on DC Universe, I think. And then I think they moved it over to Max for a while, but I don't think it's there now.
It's not there yet now.
So it would be a weird thing to stream because I don't think anybody could really watch it with us. But they might enjoy us just going, wait, yeah? And what? But I also don't know how much fun that would be. I don't know if that's how we'll do it. It might be better to just do an overview.
Sure.
And I've already reviewed the first season, where I just spin my wheels for an hour and a half in front of DJ, who had not seen it. I did that at his place, because I had just finished it, and I was like, DJ, I have to get this reviewed. Can we do it at your house? And then the second season, I just lost track of. I forgot to go back to it. And this was 5 years ago now. So I'll have to do that. But so maybe the thing to do with that show would just be watch them both and do a overview, but focus on the second season.
Yeah.
Since I've talked about the first. That's probably the thing. But you would, if we were trying to talk about it as it was happening, you'd miss all the weird, wacky plot points. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a very talky show. And you won't be able to make heads or tails of a lot of things in that when you're paying attention. But not paying attention to be like, what are we even doing?
Daniverse says Krypton is stuck in the Phantom Zone.
I love that.
We should bring back comment of the week.
We should bring back comment
chats.
Yeah, we haven't done that in a long time.
Have you ever seen Austin's video that he made when he won comment of the week?
No.
It's one of the best videos on YouTube.
What did he do?
he made a skit about it.
I don't remember.
On his channel.
I don't know. I don't remember this. I don't know if I've seen it.
In like 2012 or something. I don't even know. But
So he was like really excited that he won Comment of the Week.
yeah. And he made a whole thing, and then
He
one of
couldn't
his
have
friends
imagined
was like,
just how much of his time I would be wasting a few years later.
And then-
he's been with us 6 years now. Do
"That's
you realize
crazy. I did not know. I did not think about
that?
that.
It's nuts.
But he's like, oh man, I won Comment of the Week, and then like he gets like a letter in the mail that's like, oh man, and then one of his friends
I did
plays,
not
like,
send him a letter in the mail for Comment of the
plays
Week.
like a bad guy, and he's like, I was supposed to win Comment of the Week, and I'm gonna shoot you or something, and it's hilarious.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna send that to you.
RJ Godzilla says the second half of season 2 of Arrow, the Deathstroke stuff is better than season 1, but even that ages very badly. I've not gone back to it, but I agree. Just going on memory, the first half of that second season, I remember being just dynamite. All the Sarah Lance stuff, I love. I became obsessed with that character. I started collecting that character. I've got like, still, I think to this day, like 7 or 8 pieces of stuff for Sarah Lance, including a print from a local artist signed by Kitty Lots.
Didn't you have a shirt
Still over here?
that said like Arrow is good, but only the first 1.5 seasons?
Yeah, the
or
first
something?
season and the first half of season 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, David Crabtree made me that.
That's funny.
Because I kept saying it, and so he sent me a T-shirt in the mail that said that. I still got it somewhere.
Wow.
I wear that
remember
occasionally.
you wearing that occasionally.
It's one of my favorite shirts. Yeah, it's great. Okay, let's go on to our final segment of the night. If you want to ask us anything else, real quick, feel free to throw in a question or a super chat, and we'll answer briefly. We've got about 10 minutes left in the program. So now what we're gonna do? Give me a second. I pulled out a bunch of random comics. This is mostly DC stuff, just because I bought a bazillion comics about a month ago in a sale. I bought like 600 comics in one day, and so I grabbed just a couple of stacks of things that are not bagged and boarded, and it happens to be DC, most of it. So it's going to be, but the titles won't matter, but it's a bunch of JLA and Superman and Star Trek and a couple of other things. And we're going to flip through these, and we're going to see if we can find any interesting and amusing ads, and kind of just go back to this time and place. I used to do a show called Commercials and Comics, and I miss doing stuff about print ads and comics, and we don't even really have a lot in the way of print ads anymore.
Really?
Yeah, that whole thing is kind of gone. That's not a way.
Well, more bang for your buck.
That they really make their money anymore. So I'm gonna hand Jayson a stack, and I'm gonna grab a stack, and we're just gonna thumb through, and we're gonna look for amusing ads to show you. So let's see what we find here.
Well, at the back of this, we have the Justice League Injustice for All, the Game Boy Advance game.
I didn't even know about that.
Me neither.
Okay.
But what do we got here? We got some some 2D beat 'em up action. That makes sense.
That's of course what that would be.
Oh, this is Fellowship of the Ring on DVD. We just watched this.
Yeah, that's true. That might be the release we had, actually. So
maybe.
This is a Justice League of America comic, 243 from October of 1985, Jayson, a year after I was born. Here is Warner Home Video, the Superpowers collection.
Whoa!
You can collect all 4 of Superman, Batman, Superboy, and Aquaman. These are cartoons on VHS for $24.98 each.
What?
Because it's 1985 and very few people had VHS players, and tapes were expensive.
Wow.
The fastest action and greatest thrills of TV's popular cartoon series packed into 4 full-length video cassettes. You won't want to miss one exciting moment. And then on the back is the action figures for the Superpowers collection. I had a couple of these. I had the Penguin with the spinning umbrella.
Yeah.
And they repackaged that exact figure for Batman Returns and just put him in a black and white scheme to try to make him look more like Danny DeVito, even though the design was nothing like that character. And it was hilarious.
That was the... What?
What do you see? What do you see?
Starburst. Let the mooching begin. Isn't life juicy?
It is. This
I
book...
also saw an ad for Magic the Gathering in here, which is
cool.
Crazy for what?
That's gotta be surreal for you.
03, and it's like, oh, you can win a free Magic for a year.
Oh wow. What do they
Wow.
give you? I wonder.
I don't even know, because Magic cards are expensive.
Okay, here is Action Comics 706 from 1995. Mortal Kombat 2.
Wow.
Truly the best home version to date. This is the... Let's see here. Super NES Genesis. Which is funny that it says that, because those are kind of different versions.
Yeah, they are. They're completely different versions.
And then all of these different magazines reviewing this and praising it. Number one game of all time. It's back and better than ever. Street Fighter Who?
Oh man, we all have our demons.
And then the very next ad in this comic is Street Fighter the movie.
Oh man.
Street Fighter Who?
Why'd you give me? Oh. See, you
Red,
gave me mostly 2000 stuff. So
Red Zone. Do you know about Red Zone? That's a Genesis game.
Yeah, I've never played it.
This is the price of failure. Here, do you want some 90s stuff?
I have a 92 Superman Action Comics.
Okay, I mean, I can give you more stuff here.
No.
Here, if you're gonna complain,
Oh, thanks.
you can have this stuff. Yeah.
No, I didn't mean to do that.
I'm just kidding.
I was just like, oh, these are all from the same era. We're gonna start seeing the same stuff.
Daniverse, we got a Bob the Goon action figure out of that set. That wasn't Superpowers. The 89 movie had its own line. None of them were reskins, as far as I know, from Superpowers. And that line just had... I think it was probably the same company. But that was just Batman, Joker, and Bob the Goon. What'd you find?
I need this on a fortune cookie. Shift happens.
Oh, yes! I remember
Top
that ad.
Gear, yeah. It happens. Oh, and Smart Ball. He's no dummy.
Oh, yeah, Smart Ball. You gotta show the...
Yeah. He's no dummy.
Mostly just video game ads
That was my favorite.
in this one. Yeah, but nothing, like, fascinating.
No, it's Smart Ball.
Star Trek 25th Anniversary trading cards. Trading
Whoa.
cards like these only come along every few light years. Light years are not a measure of time, so stop it. But check this ad. I don't remember there being ads for these trading cards, but you've seen these cards.
Yeah.
I've got probably most of that somewhere in my collection.
Somewhere in your collection.
Yeah. Oh, Child's Play 3. Look who's
Whoa.
stalking. I didn't remember that being
Oh.
the tagline for Child's Play 3. Nobody's favorite Child's Play.
Oh no, dead again.
There comes a time to put away childhood things, but some things won't stay put. Child's Play 3.
Oh man. They put the Sega CD version of NBA Jam right next to the Game Boy version of NBA Jam. That's really funny, man.
Yeah, that is odd. Function DX, it's like parsecs. Exactly. It's not a measurement of time.
Oh, Rainbow Bubblegum.
Oh, let's see it.
Have your name, birthday, and hometown appear in exclusive personalized comic book adventure with Batman.
I remember this.
Here's your chance to be me, kids. I'm bowing out of the out on this
Show them what it
adventure.
looks like before you read the rest of
Yeah.
it.
So you can help Batman.
Yeah, it's TAS.
Look at that.
Okay, you ready for this? Mm-hmm. Have you ever heard of the film Double Impact?
No.
Double Van Damme. Double Impact. Twin brothers torn apart by violence on a mission of revenge.
Whoa.
One packs a punch, one packs a piece. Together they deliver Double Impact.
Okay. Oh boy.
Let's watch it.
Sure.
Hey, let's go to Superman Red, Superman Blue.
Yeah, my favorite.
Let's look for some. Oh, look at this, Jason. You've got to read some of this nonsense, dude. It's just absolute nonsense.
What?
Let's see if there's any amusing. What is this? Fruitopia.
Oh, look at all these cookies, all these Oreos and stuff. Chips Ahoy, and then a Page Master T-shirt.
Oh, weird.
Instantly win one of a million free The Page Master T-shirts.
Fruitopia. Hey, feeling good is folding A to B. What? What is this? This is a very odd ad. It's very strange. Do they even make this anymore? I don't think that's a thing now. Fruitopia. Wow, it's amazing how far we'll go to find a new peachy keen flavor. For example, sending a strawberry. No one's going to read this whole ad. A strawberry questioning its fate by rocket launcher. This was the 90s, dude. From fruitless toil on Earth to a distant utopia. We just want to make sure you're having fun and hopefully we make you feel good. Why are you supposed to fold it? A to B. It wants you to fold. I figured you'd fold it and then there'd be some cool thing on the other side. There's not. On the other side, it's another VHS ad for... oh, no, it's not VHS. It's computer games.
Nice.
For Popeye Cyber Wine. What? There's a pig. It's Cyber Swine, I think. Cyber Swine? Yeah, Cyber
I've got
Swine.
a Mask. You know that show?
Oh, Mask, yeah. So they're putting Mask stuff...
Crusaders.
They're putting Mask stuff in the Energon comics. In Skybound.
Really?
Yeah. They've already had a character show up from that.
That's got a really good theme.
I'm shocked that you even know what that is.
Yeah.
RJ Godzilla Double Impact is really fun, Cap. I think you and Jason would really enjoy watching it together. Let's do it, Jason. Let's watch.
Is it better than Twins?
Double Van Damme. Nothing's better than Twins. Twins is great. Are you ready? Are you ready?
I'm so ready.
There's an ad for the Babylon 5 figures.
Whoa!
Yeah, look at that. Look at that.
Oh man, that's funny.
We got Jakar here, and Sheridan, and yeah, that's great. And we have now. I don't really understand why this is here because okay, check this out. This is really funny. Are you listening?
Yeah.
This is really funny. So, Babylon 5 only at Toys R Us. You can only keep this in mind. It's important. You can only buy these figures at Toys R Us. But here's a phone number for the comic shop locator service.
That's funny.
You can only get it at Toys R Us, but on this page, they have a phone number, 888-266-4226.
Sorry, so what was that
Should we call it?
Fold A to B thing that you were talking about?
I don't know.
What?
It was just
what
folding.
product was it for?
It was for drink. It was for Fruitopia.
Okay.
Oh, did you find another one?
This is one for Lucky Charms.
When it does it
Same
too?
friggin' thing.
Fold A to B?
Fold A to B, fold B to A.
What are you supposed to do with
I
it?
have no clue.
Okay, I've never seen this
And
before,
help
and we
Lucky by
found it
folding the
twice.
page.
Why are you supposed to fold the page? What does it do? If you fold it, you'll just have a folded page. Can someone explain to me what this is supposed to do exactly? I feel dense not understanding this. Because the fact that we found this we found this 7 years apart, that would suggest that this is a thing that shows up a lot.
Yeah, what year
one
is
I
that?
had was from like 97.
Yeah, and this is a Wonder Woman from October 90.
Was it this book that had the Fruitopia? Or was that? Yeah, it was this book. This is from 97.
Oh, and then on the other side is the NES game Total Recall.
Oh.
Oh, man.
Okay, let's call the comic shop locator service, Jason. We'll see if we can find us a comic shop.
Yeah.
Right? You know what's going to happen.
It's
just going to go doo-doo-doo. We're sorry. No, it's not going to be Knights. Oh, stop it. This has become a train wreck.
Oh, football cards.
Okay, so I was typing this phone number into a calculator.
Oh. Have you ever called someone before then?
You know, not in a while. I don't actually have to use my phone as a phone very much.
Yeah, that's true.
8266. Like the other day, I had to request a refund for something, and I was able to do it over text with a person.
Oh wow.
It was amazing.
Total refund.
Oh, it just ended.
Wow.
Wow, it didn't even go. We're sorry. Like it just ended. It's just not a. It's just not a number.
Not a
We're
number.
gonna try to. Well, let's try it again. Let's try it again. Oh. It just. Yep. It just ends. That is not a number you can call anymore.
Oh.
Let's do one or two more. We're past time here.
We have this
This one is the gift that
Fantastic
keeps
Four.
giving me.
I don't know what year, but
That looks mid to late 80s to me.
yeah.
What number is it?
305.
Just for context, 305.
87.
Okay, and then show everybody the cover.
And
Just so we can see what book we're looking at here.
It's a good cover.
Yeah.
And it's got Dungeons and Dragons on the back. That's cool. And House 2.
Oh yes.
The second story. It's getting weirder.
House 2. You got to show it.
Yeah. There's a camera right over my head. No, there's not. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. An 80s M&M ad.
William Baldwin, Cindy Crawford in Fair Game. Fair Game. It looks steamy.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Jason's like, I have no interest in that. Get that out of my face.
Whoa.
A
A lot of role playing in the 80s.
Do you know there was a trading card game called Vampire: The Eternal Struggle?
Nope, but now I do.
Did you know that there was a print ad for it that was so dark you can barely see anything that's happening? Legends, darkness are not, and then you just give up. You're like, I'm done even trying. No, we haven't found any fruit pie ads yet, Senior Sticks, because we didn't really go back all that far.
Oh man, the FF battle.
You'd have that all over
to save Alicia.
The 70s, though. There's some in the 80s too, but what? Felicia? What?
No, Alicia.
Oh, Alicia, yeah, because it's a Fantastic Four comic.
Yep.
I just ran out of ads, I guess.
House 2, the second story, is still getting weirder, I guess.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, that's gonna do it for tonight. Maybe we'll do this again and see if we can find some weirder
Mikey's
ads.
favorite ad is?
Mikey found this print ad in an early 90s Ghost Rider comic that he will not stop quoting. That's just, "Hey kids, what do you want? Gum?" And he just keeps going around the house saying that.
Bubble Yum.
He's just constantly saying, like quoting a print ad. It's hilarious.
Bubble Yum's bubble gum is Bubble Yum.
Daniverse Fair Game adapted from the same source material that the Stallone film Cobra was.
I have from this Star Trek.
Why is it there's always someone in the audience that knows about the obscure random crap that I'm finding?
I have this Star Trek 22. And on the back is Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey.
You gotta watch those.
Yeah,
I think you'd like those. They're fun.
But it scared the heck out of me because the... Whoa!
What are you finding?
It's Terminator 2 trading cards.
Oh, for a second I thought that was an ad for Sliders. RJ Godzilla House 2 is the second story. Sorry, House 2, the second story is fun. I like that one. It's a horror comedy that I think was directed by Sean S. Cunningham, creator of Friday the 13th. Okay, I have seen ads for that, and I think I might even have a copy of that for some reason. Like, it might have been in a box that I bought. I forget. But anyway, we're going to get going tonight. Thanks for watching, everybody. Pop in again next Tuesday night, or Tuesday. Sorry, that was last night's show. Next Wednesday night, this week is flying by. If you like that last silly segment where we're just thumbing through comics, I have thousands of comics.
Yeah.
We can do this as often as you guys want to do it.
Yeah.
And just like go back down memory lane and find really random, obscure, and hilarious ads from old comics. I love doing that. So tell us in the comments if you enjoyed that. I'd like to do more of that. And some weeks it'll probably be sillier than others, but we'll come back and do that again. And tell us if you liked it. We'll do it more often.
I liked it.
In the meantime, I was Captain Logan, and this is Jayson.
Yeah, that's me.
See you later, folks.
I wanna take you for a ride.